Hi, in this video we will use the Centrify LDAP Proxy to use the upcoming feature of Couchbase Server's LDAP integration. And the reason why you may want to do it this way is because using the LDAP Proxy in conjunction with Centrify agent provides a lot of robust connectivity against AD, so you don't need to add multiple LDAPs. There's caching going on and performance gains. So this is a very attractive configuration for those people who are looking to integrate LDAP to Couchbase. So we're doing this with pre-release bits from Couchbase. They are, they have a great product and they're adding more security features. So we wanted to make this video to, for all Centrify and Couchbase users, so they can see what can be done. So let's talk about my configuration here. What I'm doing is I have a CentOS machine that is running a single cluster of Couchbase. Everything is already set up. All I'm going to do is walk you through the setup. So I have the Centrify agent installed. So it's already joined and in zone mode. You've seen in the blog how to join a machine to the domain. It's it's very straightforward. But one of the things that we also did was to install the LDAP proxy. So we've covered the LDAP proxy before in the context of filers, right? So to present AD information to filers and appliances. So we needed to add that package, and also we needed to make sure that the package is running. So again, so a quick recap: the LDAP proxy is just an open LDAP server that has been compiled to work with Centrify bits. That's all it is. And it's able to use the Centrify agent for intelligence. So right now I have it running. The way I check it is just to make a query. And notice that I did a query and I got results back for my user George Constanza. Also, one thing that is good to know is how I launched this. I launched it manually. I didn't put in any scripts or anything. So I did all I did was let me do ps-ef grab /d. So all I did was launch it with this config file and with the /h option. So it's going to respond to the server. The next step that I did was to set up the sasl package. It's a simple yum install of that package. Once you have that ready, you need to configure saslauthd. So the key files in CentOS platform are the saslauthd config file, which is an etc sysconfig, and what that does, it just basically tells the user, the sasl, what mechanisms to use. So in my particular case, I'm using LDAP. So all I needed to do was make sure that the mechanism is LDAP. Also, I needed to make sure that the config file contained the parameters for LDAP that were required to make this work. So very simple. I have a list of servers, happens to be my own server right here. What is the base where my users are, and the filter. So if we look at the filter, I am filtering for SAM account name, which is the Active Directory login name. With Centrify, you could do it two ways. You could either, filter for the POSIX account and then for the UID parameter. What that's going to make sure is that only users with Unix identities will be able to perform these functions. So for example, I have two users that I'm using: George, who does have a Centrify profile, as you can see here, and his UID or login name in Unix is different than his Active Directory name. But I also have Jackie Childs, who happens to not have a Centrify profile. So this is a person that doesn't have a Unix identity. In my particular case, both users will be able to be provided with roles. So in the next video, I'll show you how everything works. We'll do some testing, and then I'll show you how everything works on the Couchbase side.